Alright, so I don't normally make videos. I would never normally make a video. But that's now 2 channels that I have noticed that have been removed from YouTube that don't basically kiss the feet of Meghan Markle and Harry. And also I've kind of noticed that the 2 channels that seem to have gone are also people that are being targeted by someone called Christopher Boozy. Because I've seen, this is one of the channels here, I've got it kind of screen recording, her name's Sue Smith. The other one was a woman called Yankee Wally. I'm a much bigger fan of Sue's, but I did enjoy Yankee's videos now and again. But I did see this American guy called Christopher Boozy seem to kind of like go after these two ladies. I mean, he's went after a couple of others, but more so this Yankee Wally and Sue Smith. And what he done with Sue was he actually doxed her. He put out her real name. He put out information regarding her family and private information regarding our child. Information regarding where she worked. You know, so like this would have been the stuff obviously she didn't want out in the public domain, because for one, obviously, like there's a lot of crazy people out there, so you don't actually want them knowing where you are. But 2, what I have noticed is the Meghan Markle and Prince Harry fans, they call themselves the Sussex Squad. They're actually like crazy. They're crazy. I'm not even joking yet. They're actually SHIT, crazy. These are people that these are people that advocate for compassion and kindness and blah blah blah. But as soon as you say anything that they don't like about their Queen Meghan and bloody Harry, you're automatically a racist. That's their favourite word to use, is a racist. I put out a tweet just like a couple of days ago, it was, just asking the question, why are you removing, it was regarding the Yankee Wally channel, why did you remove her account, you know? What happened to like freedom of opinion? And you know, I enjoyed her channel. I don't agree with absolutely everything that Yankee Wally said, but like I respect her right to have an opinion, and I respect her right to have freedom of speech. And I actually got a reply back. In fact, a few replies back from these members of the Sussex Squad. What a stupid bloody name. These are like middle-aged women. They're calling themselves the bloody Sussex Squad. Anyway, I digress. But I got a few replies back calling me a racist. I'm like, what is, how am I racist when I'm only asking a question of why a channel's gone? They have no idea what I look like. They have no idea about any of my family, nothing, you know. They don't know my stances or anything, my political view, nothing. But all of a sudden, I'm a racist, which is their favourite card to play. You know, because you don't kiss the feet of Meghan Markle, all of a sudden you're a racist, you know. And that seems to be the card that like Meghan Markle likes to play as well. I've noticed, you know, that was the card that she used when she fled the UK, you know. It's the card that Harry used, you know, like, what did he say? He was unconsciously racist. What the hell, you know? You're either racist or you're not racist, you know? But yeah, so like these Sussex Squad, they're absolutely vile. I mean, I've seen like tweets on Twitter from these people actually like wishing death upon William and Kate's children. I've seen them wishing death upon Queen Elizabeth. I actually seen them celebrating when her husband died. And you would think that Meghan and Harry would like call these people out, but they don't, because who else would support them? Because everybody else knows how toxic the two of them are. I mean, all they've got is these other toxic people, and they're very well aware of these people, because one of them particularly had put a tweet up saying that how Meghan had actually phoned her, and this was the very same woman that had tweeted about how she wished that William and Catherine's children would burn alive in a fire. Or and there was another tweet saying that because of the Prince Andrew situation, that they would hope that it would interfere with like Princess Charlotte. They're absolutely the most vile people in the world. And then I saw other tweets of them, and they had like put lists of people's names. And these aren't even like YouTubers. Granted, like some of them were, but a vast majority of them weren't. You know, it was just people on Twitter, and these were people who were critiquing I'll just say it, the lies that Meghan told on the Oprah interview. You know, like there's been proven that there's actual evidence out there to like show that she like lied in that interview. Saying she got married 3 days beforehand, and then they tried to say, oh, that's not what she meant. They meant she got that. No, Meghan's not a stupid person, you know. Meghan's very educated. She went to university and stuff like that, so she knew exactly what she was saying. So as for, oh, she didn't know what she was saying, yeah, I don't buy that. And then there was other stuff, like they took her passport away, yet she managed to go on like about 20 holidays to like exotic places all over the world, weddings and Ibiza and the Bahamas and New York, and then there was like loads more. Like she said that there was like loads of conversations when she was pregnant regarding concerns about how dark Archie's skin was, and then so Oprah says, oh, there was a conversation about that, and Meghan has says multiple conversations about that when I was pregnant. So then when Harry came out, Oprah pressed him on it, and she says like, what about these conversations that happened when about them quite like someone in the family saying about how dark Archie's skin colour would be. And Harry said, yeah, well, that happened before we were even engaged, and it was only one conversation, and I made it clear to them, blah, 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 and it was never said again, you know. And I'm like, what? You know, like, that's not what she said, like, about, like, half an hour ago. And then it was just other things that they said, you know, like, he said that he got cut off from his family, you know, at 36, 37, you know, getting cut off from daddy, you know. I find a lot of us do that when we actually become, you know, like 18 or something like that, and we've got to, like, go out in the world and fend for ourselves. But then we come out to find out, because it's in annual reports in the UK, that Charles actually like gave him money, you know, millions of pounds, when they were in Canada. So like he even lied about that, you know. It was just like, and then there was just more and more lies, you know. And but getting back to like their fans and stuff, it's like they've got an excuse, you know, for anything like these two say. Meghan and Harry's like fans, the Sussex Squad, you know, they just like excuse it. They never like call them out for their BS, you know. So they not like them. So you know, Meghan and Harry will never learn, you know, because like their fans excuse it. And then when anybody else like says anything about it, their fans act like attack dogs, you know, like. And then I said so I'll go back to, so I saw a listing like names and stuff like that, and they were actually given instructions for each member of their bloody Sussex Squad to like go to each of these names and mass report the account for like something like racism or bullying or some kind of nonsense, you know, stuff that wasn't even true, but because it was being mass reported, the people were like having their Twitter accounts shut. So this was a tactic that they were doing, and then someone called Christopher Boozy came on board. Oh God, and him, like, I just like have no words. This is a guy, you know, like that. Even I find it is a bit creepy. He doesn't know Meghan Markle, he doesn't know Harry, yet he seems to have this weird obsession with her that he's got to go out there and white knight Meghan Markle, and he's got to white knight the fight for Meghan Markle. And yeah, like I can't prove it or anything, so this is just my opinion. So yeah, so that no one try to sue me or anything like that. Not that you would get anything anyway, but like, I'm sure he's got to be on their payroll. I've got to, like, why would a guy do this? Unless it's to gain followers, and because he knows he'll have that support circle of the Sussex Squad protecting him, you know. It's just so strange, you know. See, if my husband, like, acted this defensive for someone he didn't even know, and felt, and went attacking, like, I mean, it's women, like, he's attacking women, one of which is like 65 years old, and so he's going around attacking these women and fishing for like private information about them, and like putting like personal details out the internet, like hoping that it'll embarrass them, you know. That's kind of weird to do that, you know, like, who's got that amount of time on their hands to, like, and who would want to do that? If my partner was doing that, I would be, like, side-eyeing him, be like, why are you, like, you're going to an awful lot of trouble for somebody you don't even know, and, like, why are you, like, going after these women, you know? It was a bit misogynistic, I don't know. But, and then you've got, like, Meghan's mouthpiece with Owen Scobie, you know, like, who lied in court, just like she did, because it came out in court records that the both of them said that she'd nothing to do with any part in finding freedom. And then you come to find, like, she bloody, like, basically gave them an outline from part of the book. Now, we knew that she had something to do with it, because who would write, like, lines like this, for example? Meghan came out and threw a yoga pose like a lioness, like something out of the jungle. No, sorry, the Lion King, sorry. And like, oh, it was as if like she was holding Simba and a ray of sunshine fell upon her face. And she done this perfect pose. It was almost, in fact it was iconic. And then down to, like, details, like, that he knew that when her and Harry were in the jungle, apparently alone, unless Omid was hiding in, like, a bloody bush, he knew that she went to use the bathroom in the jungle, you know, like, that that she'd done her deed, you know, in a bush in the jungle. So, he had to have been told that by her, or he's in the bush hiding with binoculars. There's no other way we'd know that. But yeah, so anyway, I'm just kind of like flabbergasted. So what I think's happening with YouTube is they're now mass reporting YouTube accounts. Either that, or another thing I think that's maybe going on is Harry's trying to take, at the moment, the British government, his own grandmother's government, to court for protection, so he can get the status, because they did write that in their leaving letter, you know, like they're internationally protected people. Now, what that would mean is if they get that status, it would mean anywhere they go, any country, that country is therefore responsible to pay the millions and millions and millions of dollars or pounds for their security costs. So it doesn't come out of their pockets, you know. And they're not entitled to that. They're not working members of the royal family anymore. They're private people. So they should be paying for their own security. Why should we pay for their security? It's ridiculous. So what I think's happening is, because he's doing that, and then that boozy came out with like that report. I didn't read it. You know, it was really nonsense. But stating, you know, like how scared they feel. I mean, like Harry can go to he went to like a rodeo thing in America, you know, where everyone's like carrying guns and stuff like that, but he's too scared to come to the UK, where no one's allowed to even have a gun because they're illegal here. Yeah, and then he lied as well and said, like, when he left the unveiling of his mum's statue, he was like chased by paparazzi, and then like a video like came out showing like him driving kind of by, you know. It must have been someone on the street, you know, thinking, oh, like there's somebody coming out. They've videoed it, and it's like Harry clearly, and because you can see him in the front of the car, but there's like no one anywhere, you know. There's no one following them, there's no one in front of them, there's no one at the side of them, and this video kind of just like, you know, films them like driving away, nobody following them. So I just don't get, you know, like, so there's proof out there, so I don't get why they like lie about like stupid things like that. So that's why I think like they're trying to do this. They're trying to say like they need the security because they're so scared. Because I think like that Wally did say like if they came to the Jubilee, should throw like rotten tomatoes or tomatoes. Sorry, I get the tomatoes thing because I watch so many American channels. Rotten tomatoes at Meghan. And this was just a bit of banter. If you don't know British humour, okay, like, and you're taking like that statement seriously, you need to seriously get a grip. British humour is like, so in the past, you know, like when you went to go and see like a play at a theatre, or we have like things called pantomimes and that here, and you know, and they actually ask the audience to participate in booing and stuff like that, you know. So when it's like the evil villain, you know, the audience, like, they'll get the kids and that to go boo or behind you or stuff like that. Well, in the past and stuff like that, you know, like they used to like throw rotten tomatoes, you know, at the stage. I mean, like, they're soft, they're not going to like harm anybody, they're not even going to bruise you. But it's not like anybody does that now, it's just like a statement, you know. It's not like she was actually planning on going out there with her with a big sack of tomatoes, you know, just to like hurl them at Meghan. You know, it's just like, it was a joke. But these people took it so seriously, as if like she was firing a rocket launcher or something. She was talking about like rotten tomatoes, you know. I mean, you know, like how soft tomatoes are when they're not rotten, when they're like overripe. You can literally like squash one in your hand, you know, and it just turns to water. But yeah, I digress. But the point was, like, it was just some British banter, and like these people just took it way too seriously, and yeah, it's just so strange to me, like how the lengths that they'll go to, you know, and that they seem to think every criticism against Meghan is because of racism. It's not. I didn't even know Meghan was black until about, I'm trying to think, I think she married to Harry for about a year and a half before I even knew it, because I hadn't watched like their wedding or anything like that. And it was like something. It was a South African thing I was watching, and she says like a sister and a woman being a woman of color, and I'm like, what? You're a woman of colour? I genuinely didn't know that, because anything like that I'd looked up like an IMD page and things like that, just to get a glimpse of like who she was, like when her and Harry kind of got together, and it said like on it she had like stuff about like her career, and that said like she was a supermodel and an actress and blah blah blah. And then when I got down to ethnicity, she said like she was Caucasian, and then it had like some transcripts or like her thing from whatever university like that she went to, and on that it should also tick the Caucasian box as well. So I don't know, like, if she done that, maybe I don't know anything about like stuff like that, if it's easier to get into certain places. If I don't know, because like in Britain we don't make big deals out of like things like race and stuff like that. I know in America it's like a massive thing, but like the way I was brought up, like I was always told like we weren't taught to like see colour first, it was like you're all British, you cut each other, we all bleed red, like if I had like a friend who was another ethnicity, mate, I didn't even notice that, I just thought it's my friend, and like I still think to that like this day. I've got friends of all different religions and colours and stuff like that, but like their religion and what skin colour they are doesn't define them, it's like their character that defines them. And just in Britain, like it's just not something that we're taught like to like focus on is like skin colour, because what we're taught is we're all just British people. And that's the way, like, I always just looked at it, So that whole, like, race thing and stuff to me that's really prevalent in America is just so foreign, like, because it's just, it's so different, like, over here in the United Kingdom. And when Meghan had said, like, she experienced, like, when she called, like, the British people racist, that actually really hurt, because, like, that's something that I can genuinely say that we're not racist. Like the British people, especially like I'll toot my horn because I'm Scottish, but like it's like my country, the Scots. We're some of the most friendliest. We love people like coming to our country and stuff like that. We're the first people to invite people in, like, and tell them our life story, we don't care who they are. And, like, that's just, like, the British way, like, it doesn't matter to us, what colour or anything that someone is. Like, when Harry got engaged to Meghan, everyone was just so happy for him, we thought, oh, he's found the love of his life and stuff like that. And I just thought, that's so good, like, and as I said, like, I had no idea that she was biracial, like, and even if I did know, it wouldn't have mattered, because it wouldn't have been, like, what was on the forefront of my mind. I would be thinking about, what I'm more thinking about is, what kind of person is she, what's her, what kind of character does she have? Is she a good person? Is she going to be good for the royal family? Is she going to make Harry happy? And I hope all that is true, and it wasn't like, oh God, like Harry's met someone and like she's biracial. No, it's just so alien to me to even say something like that. But yeah, I'm just droning on and on and on. And I would never normally even make anything for YouTube. I'm just so annoyed though that all my favourite, like, especially like the Sus channel, like my favourite channels seem to be getting taken down, and I do think it's the Sussex Squad, and they are absolutely toxic, you know. They're just horrible. I mean, I even seen them threaten that Ukrainian president, you know. I mean, he's at the moment, he's like actually fighting for his country, fighting for his people who are all being bloody murdered right now by Russians. And they're actually threatening this man because he didn't add Meghan and Harry to the list of people when he... Well, I don't even know if it was his list, but they put out a list of people who they were thanking, and it was like dignitaries and like I think they put the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge on there, but they're the future king and queen, you know, so yeah, that's understandable why they're on there. You know, Harry and Meghan are private people now, so plus like the Queen she gave like £1 million of her own money, and the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge also give money of their own money to Ukraine. You know, Harry and Meghan asked for donations through their Archwell site, and we all know that they get to keep, like, because of where it is, they get to keep 95%, and only 5% of those donations they're actually legally obliged to send. And then when you think about it, it's actually not even their money they're sending. This is donations from their fans who are sending money in, hoping that 100% of that money will be sent to the Ukrainian people, when legally Harry and Meghan can keep 95% of it and send 5%, and they're saying it's from them. But it's really not. It's from the people who donated. So then, like, I understand why, like, maybe they weren't on the... And then that president's not got time to sit and think, oh, who do I have to put down on this honours list, you know? What he's thinking about more is, like, how do I not get bloody assassinated today, you know? Like, how do, like, I save, like, thousands and thousands of my countrymen, women and children? Like, how do I stop a city from getting bombed? How do I stop people from dying, you know? Like, he's not going to be sitting thinking about the feelings of Meghan and Harry's. Like, it's just not, you know? Like, you have to be practical here. And then he was getting it was absolutely horrible and disgusting what I saw. He's actually getting, like, threats, and their fans are saying, how dare you not thank Meghan and Harry, you know? Like, I think the guy's got a little bit more to deal with, you know, than thanking them two, you know? And I would like to think Meghan and Harry would, like, at least see it that way as well. I would like to think that. I don't know. You know, I don't know them as people. But, yeah, anyway, like, all I ask is, like, Sussex Squad, we allow you to have, like, your podcasts and your other channels and blah, 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 and get to say, like, what you want to say. And I've listened to a couple of the podcasts, and some of them have some good points, and I do think, like, that, I do think, like, your charity raising, I think that's wonderful. But, like, a lot of the things you do say in there is kind of really offensive, you know? It's like calling the UK, like, Shutter Island and stuff like that. There's no need for that, you know? Like, absolutely no need. You don't need to be horrible, you know? And so all I'm saying is, like, we allow you to, like, have your podcast, and I certainly don't go in there and, like, comment or report things that I feel like are racist towards, like, white people, or that are that are hateful towards my country. Because I respect, even though I don't particularly like hearing it, I respect your right to be able to say it. So, excuse me, I've got asthma, so I'm sorry about the wheezing a bit. But yeah, so I respect your right for to be able to say it. So all I ask is, like, why can't you respect the right for other YouTubers to, like, say what they want to say, you know, instead of, like, mass reporting and being vindictive and horrible in that, you know? Like, as Meghan said in that interview, you can love her and don't hate have to hate Catherine, and you can love Catherine but don't have to hate her. Well, can't the same just be said about the Meghan fans and the non-Meghan fans? You know, you don't have to like love non-Meghan fans, the same as we don't have to love the Meghan fans. You know, but we can't people can coexist together, without having to take each other down. You know, like that's all like I'm asking. Because like I know some of you seem like really nice and stuff like that. Cause I've spoke to a couple of you on Twitter, and I have thought like that. You know, like yeah, some of you are really really nice. You know, and obviously some of you have some great hearts. You know, because like I've seen the amounts of monies and that you've given to charity, and I do think that's extremely kind. You know, but can't you open your heart just a little bit and allow like people to have their views, like and you allow, like they allow you to have your view? That's all I'm kind of asking. I'm sorry I've got it on like Sally's like Twitter page, you know, but I just wanted to kind of like read this. So she's saying here, so the reason spam and deceptive practices. So spam and scam policies, she's never done that. Impersonation, she's never done that. Fake engagement, nope. Sensitive content, nudity, sexual content, thumbnails policy, child safety, and social. She's never done any of that. So, and then there's violent and dangerous content, harmless or dangerous, nope. Violent or graphic, nope. Violent criminal nope. Hate speech, nope. Harassment and cyberbullying, nope. There's one thing I've got to say about Sue's channel is that she's always very kind. She's also a person that likes raising money for charity, and I don't want to like say, but I know she was doxxed and they put out there what her old job and that was. I'm not going to do that. Because I think what they done to her was absolutely disgusting. And that was that Christopher Boozy guy, and I don't want to like lower myself, you know, like to go that low. Regulated goods and misinformation. There's not. All she does is put out videos about what the royals are doing. You know, like she was covering the William and Catherine's tour, and then she'll put out like what Harry and Meghan are up to. You know, she doesn't ever say anything that's racist. She doesn't say anything that is defamatory about them. She doesn't say anything that would class as even like hate speech. Nothing. So I actually think like that yous, like, yeah, that some of yous have got to have mass reported her and said that she's doing these violations when she's not. And hopefully when YouTube manually reviews our channels and they'll see that this just isn't the case, they'll put our channel back up. But YouTube, I also want to say to you, like, this needs to stop, you know, because like they managed to do it on Twitter, you know, and now they think they can do it on YouTube. No one's safe, you know, no one's safe. They don't like what they're hearing. Mass report, channel gone, you know. And then the same can also happen to you, though, Sussex Squad. Even though I know like the other side don't do it to you, you're going to drive these people to an extent where they're thinking to themselves like, these are causing me to lose like my livelihood, or you know, my social media, or how I keep in touch with people, blah blah blah. And even though I don't want to sink as low, you know, yeah, I'm just going to do it. So, you know, like what you're easily doing can easily, you know, be done, and the shoe can be like placed on another foot, you know. So yeah, I'm just asking you, please stop. And then to YouTube, you know, like, it's ridiculous and it's disgusting, you know, that you're allowing these people to dictate what people can and can't say. Well, this will be my last, I think, YouTube video. As I say, I don't really do YouTube. But I just thought, you know, I'd get some things out there. Because it's really getting to me now that, that this is happening. Oh my God, look. Prince Charles plans to take in Ukrainian refugees at Dumfries House. Oh, but the Queen. Oh, I wonder if let's see what she's doing. Oh man, that's so sweet. So yeah, Prince Charles is taking in Ukrainian refugees at Dumfries House, and the Queen's like giving them jobs to them, you know. Oh, see, our royal family are really, really great. They really are, you know. And yeah, like the Sussex Squad, the horrible ones anyway, they make it how mean our royal family and that are, and they really aren't, you know. Like, they'll do anything. Like, our royal family are, like, I don't think you realise how much, like, help they add to the country, you know, how much money they raise, how much, like, money they raise for, like, Commonwealth countries, and have, like, hospitals built and schools and stuff. Like, Princess Anne's just came back from an actual ship that we had built. That's a big giant hospital ship that's to go to Africa, that'll help the lovely people over there, you know, to get them medical help, you know. So yeah, but I suppose to all yous, you know, we're racist. What's the late Prince Morales? Oh, that's right. Because Prince Philip, who you all like to say is burning in hell, his mum, Princess Alice, and she was a nun. She ended up becoming a nun, but I was actually saved by Queen Elizabeth's family from the Nazis in 1941 because they were going to kill her, you know. So they managed to save her. So and then the Queen lived through World War II and obviously saw the horrors of what the Nazis did, you know. So I get why they're offering homes and means to make money in that. So I'm so proud of our royal family. I really am. And aids to royals who have been developing plans with providing accommodation for refugees, as well as a number of practical projects like traineeships. So they're training people as well. More than 3 million people have now fled Ukraine because of the Russian invasion. Wow, what a shame. Well, prayers to all those people. I really wish this war would end. But yeah, well anyway, I'm going to go, okay? And all I ask is, YouTube, please fix this. Sussex Squad, please stop, you know. There's room on platforms for both. Okay, bye.